Have you ever felt like there's a vivid fire burning inside of you, yearning to break free and illuminate your life? That, my friend, is your vibrant life waiting to bloom. Welcome to the Vibrant Life Podcast. We are here to empower women just like you to liberate that vibrant life, to live authentically, and to harness the power within.
Our journey will take us through the enlightening realms of energy healing, goal setting, spiritual awakening, and so much more. We're stepping into the light of self-acceptance, of owning our power and potential.
If you have been yearning to dive headfirst into the world of entrepreneurship, or awaken your spirituality, or simply make peace with yourself, your search ends here at the Vibrant Life Podcast. As we embark on this enlightening journey together, we promise to hold your hand through every step of your journey to a more vibrant life.
Your adventure to true empowerment and authentic living begins here. Tap into the vibrant life you've always dreamed of. Subscribe now and join us at the Vibrant Life Podcast. Embrace your vibrant self. Until then, shine on.
Shine on.
Hello and welcome back to the Vibrant Life Podcast. I am Cassie.
You don't have to introduce yourself this time, or do you?
Yeah, we're doing another one.
We're doing we're starting another one?
Yeah, the work.
Oh, fuck.
The balancing work
I thought
and
you were adding a
festivities.
comment
Oh, no.
We're doing another podcast. This is the fourth one.
Yeah,
Oh,
it will be fast.
okay. I'm ready.
Are you? Okay, we're going to talk about work-life balance during the holidays, and we're just going to let Audrey rest here until she has something. She's hit her limit. We're being intentional. We're listening to that. So I have some things I wanted to share. Okay, so in this episode, this new episode that we are doing, we are talking about balancing work and festivities. Now, we all know that the holiday season can get very busy, and for a lot of us, that also includes at work. We could be doing, Q4 wrap up if you're in the corporate world, or if you're an entrepreneur, you're trying to close out your year and plan for the next year. And so being intentional with that and your timing of that is something that we just need to be aware of. And sometimes it helps just to think through that. So a few things I wanted to touch on. If you are an entrepreneur, we should be planning that out. We should be planning our new year. If you would like help doing that, I am a business coach and project manager, so I work with people one-on-one. So if you'd like to do that, reach out to me and I would be happy to meet with you. And so we do all kinds of planning. You want to know what you're going into for the next year, but also as we're talking about this in October, this is a great time to actually do your Q4. Well, you should already know your Q4, but your 2025 planning, because it's really before the holidays get ramped up. And so then you are not trying to balance your business and your family quite as much. This is also a great time to start planning out your Black Friday sale and having that ready to go, so that when you get to actual Thanksgiving, you're not trying to actually throw a sale together all willy-nilly at the end. Like it's the week of Thanksgiving and you're trying to write sales copy and you're trying to get, an email out and you're trying to do all these things. We can start planning that and implementing that now so that it's ready to go and it's all automated, and then you can actually just enjoy your holiday with your family. So those are a few things that we wanted to talk about balancing work and family. So few questions to ask yourself is, how can I plan my work effectively during this holiday season? So what do you need to be doing now to set yourself up for more space, freedom, and intentionality throughout the holiday season? And for this, I'm really talking about November and December and even into January specifically, because sometimes by the end of the year, we just need to take a little bit of time off in January. Or if you're wanting to ramp up very quickly in January, we need to be planning some of that out now so that when you get to January, you're not behind. You're not starting the year off behind, if that makes sense. Also thinking about how you can maintain your productivity and what level of productivity you want to set. So are you able or willing, if you are an entrepreneur, to go down to part-time over the holidays? Is that a goal that you want to have? Great. Then in October, we need to be planning for that, and really probably before this, but we can still plan for that in October. Reach out to me if you want to know. But do you want to take some time off? Okay. Does your business allow for that? Or your company? Like Audrey has taken off 2.5 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Fabulous. Love that for her. So balancing business and the holidays looks a little bit different. So start thinking about that now, getting your time off request in if you need to do that, or setting up your business to still thrive while you are relaxing. And if you're like, Cassie, how do I do that? There are automations that we can do. We can create project plans that account for that week's off. And so there's a lot of ways that we can actually help you step back from your business so it's not so dependent on you, and really creating that solid foundation. A couple other things I wanted to touch on are being very clear about what are your realistic work goals. So same as we would set if you're going on like a health journey, what are your realistic goals for this year? If you do not have a business right now, or you're just starting a business, it's not very realistic to be like, hey, I'm going to make, $100,000 by the end of the year and I'm going to have 3 products created. No, like, because you want to actually enjoy the holidays, and we need to balance that out. Or unless you have decided this holiday season, I'm putting kind of the holidays on the back burner, and I do want to be in a very intentional work space. The key there is we want it to be intentional, right? So we don't want you to be drowning at work, drowning at home, and then by January you're completely
burnt out.
Yeah. Do you have anything to add as I go through these? I feel like I'm talking a lot.
I just noticed our microphones were shut off. That's all I got.
Fabulous. That's about how today is going. So how do I want to balance work commitments with festive activities? So just kind of thinking through that, like, how important is it for you to go to, your work holiday parties? If you're in that environment, do you want to prioritize that? Getting that on the calendar now, because you got to find a babysitter and everyone's busy. So just those kind of things, like, how do I want to balance that? And then as you're thinking through this, how can you take care of yourself at work and at home? So as you know, on this podcast, we're all about empowering you to live your biggest life, and we want you to have big dreams and go after those work goals and crush those work goals and bring in all the money in the world that you want. But we want you to do it in a way that is honoring you and authentic to you. And so you can't do it by neglecting yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so that is both in a personal realm and an at work realm. How are you going to make sure that you can maintain the level of productivity you want? How are you nurturing yourself so that you don't get to January and be like, I have to start another year?
Yeah.
Ugh, I need a break first, right? This can be your break.
I think it's kind of new information for me, because I have worked, in the healthcare field, and so there's really not such a thing prior to me working for this nonprofit that I could get a break around the holidays. I just kind of, had to do my thing, work my 312s, working Christmas. Like I worked the holidays, every other holiday for 18 years. So it's interesting for me to think now about Vibrant Life and all the things you're bringing up. I'm like, okay, well, gosh, like I didn't even think about wanting to balance getting that break, but making sure Vibrant Life thrives through the season as well. So you're bringing up some very good ideas for me, just being a new person to entrepreneurial world. So this is like, I don't know, it's interesting, and you're giving me a lot to think about.
Yay,
so I guess that's
my
the
goal.
whole point, right? That's exactly
the whole point.
Yeah.
Of being strategic, and that's part of being a strategic business coach, is what is our strategy approaching the holidays? Because I don't want your business to take over your life. I want you to be able to step away.
Yeah.
But we also want to still pay the bills or hit whatever financial goals you have.
Yeah.
I mean, there's women out there that are making millions a month. I love that for them. I want to be one of them. But to me, I only want that if I'm able to spend time with my family.
Yeah, to have that work-life balance.
Right. And so coming from a place where I had a workaholic parent, that's always something that's very on top of my mind and he was an entrepreneur. So I know that is a slippery slope, that your business can very quickly take over your life. And this business that you started with the best of intention to take care of yourself and your family ends up taking over your family. And so we don't want that.
We have that in common, Cassie.
Yes.
My dad is also an entrepreneur. And I've never thought about it in that, but he's always been a workaholic.
Yeah.
He's always just working so hard. Like, we'll be home for the holidays and he will disappear downstairs and start working.
Right.
I don't know if he's avoiding us. Like, it might be deeper than that.
He maybe needs a break.
Yeah, he needs a break because there's too many people in his house, which I totally understand.
Okay, that's fair.
However, but I'm like, yes, he might benefit from that.
Right.
From
and
that plan,
conversation
that strategic plan. Yeah, that's interesting to me.
Of how can you balance that? For example, like if you're, let me give you some mistakes that I have made in the past. So, the first year that I started a business, and it was before Vibrant Life, but everyone was like, "You gotta go live on Black Friday. You gotta be everywhere out there." And I was like, "Okay." Like I'm taking in that advice. Like I'm gonna try to do it. And then at Black Friday, I was like, I don't want to be working. Like,
No.
I want to be with my family.
Yeah.
So the next year I was like, okay, I want to make money and capitalize on the Black Friday sales. Just very blunt, as a business, like that is something we need to be doing. But I also don't want to be tied to my phone. Like I mean, I think we've talked about this in another episode. Like I don't love being tied to my phone on social media. Like I often lose my phone on the weekends that I do not have Gemma. Like I don't check my phone all day, and that is the way I want
healthy.
it. Like
So healthy to be like that.
Yeah,
Yes.
like this girls' retreat that Audrey and I just went on last weekend. I didn't look at my phone all weekend, besides keeping my streaks alive on Duolingo. But like, that's how I want it. And I have to remember that I am the type of person that likes to check out during the holidays, which means my business needs to be very automated, which means I need to be proactive in these 6 weeks leading up to it, from when this goes live to when you're hearing this, 6 weeks to when, Thanksgiving comes around. What are the tasks that you need to get done? Do you have a project plan? Like, do you have a plan of how you're going to capitalize on that, but still be able to check out? And you can actually use those same principles in your corporate life as well. So looking at what you need to get done by the end of the year, what are the weeks that you think you're going to be really checked in on work? And what are the weeks, now that you have your holiday list with your family and know when your events are going to be, what are the weeks where you're going to kind of dip out of work early? Like maybe let's not plan a project to be wrapping up that week, if at all possible, or at least have your part done kind of ahead of time. So thinking about that, of what are the holiday heavy weeks, and what are the weeks that I'm not there at all because I'm checked out with my family, and then what are the weeks that I can really dig into my work and get some good quality work done, and enable me to do that with a clear conscience and a clear mind, and not be stressed about what I'm coming back to even too.
Yeah.
So
I love that.
Okay. That was all.
Fabulous.
I just wanted a short, sweet
pep
talk and encouragement and plan.
And you all need Cassie in your life to help you figure these things out, because I'm sitting here going, oh yeah, I need that. I need that. I need that too.
Yeah, but that's what I love to do. So reach out to me. I work with people one-on-one. There's 3-month packages. I also do a 1-month package if you are interested in and then I also do project-based planning. So if you're like, I need to plan for my sale and you just want to focus on that, we can do project-based pricing as well. So
Love it.
Love it. See you guys next time.
See you next time.
Thank you for tuning into the Vibrant Life podcast. We hope today's episode has energized and inspired you to live your best life. If you enjoyed what you heard, be sure to subscribe to our podcast on your favorite platform so as to never miss an episode. And please take a moment to leave us a review. Your feedback fuels our mission to bring you more valuable content. Remember, your journey to Vibrant Life is ongoing. Stay connected with us on social media at Vibrant Life Society for daily tips, motivation, and community support. As we wrap up today's conversation, we encourage you to embrace each moment, pursue your passions, and prioritize your well-being. Together, let's create a life that radiates with energy and purpose. Until next time, live vibrantly. See you in our next episode.